All right, so today we're going to take a look at 2021 itineraries for Norwegian Cruise Line, so stay tuned to find out what ships are going where. Some of these are some really exciting itineraries. Welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon. If you like cruise news, cruise vlogs, and ship tours, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ding the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Before somebody comments below saying that NCL is going to go bankrupt, they are not. They have just secured over $2 billion in new liquidity, and they will be able to survive at least another 12 to 18 months. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to cover every single ship in the entire fleet, starting with their newest ship, Norwegian Encore, and work all the way down to their oldest ship, Norwegian Spirit, which has one of the most exciting itineraries. So like I said, first up, we've got Norwegian Encore, which hosts the world's largest go-kart track at sea. Encore will start out 2021 in her current home of Miami, Florida, and on April 10th will make a 15-day Panama Canal cruise over to Los Angeles, and then a 6-day Pacific Coastal cruise ending in Vancouver. From there, she will begin her summer season in Alaska, sailing from Seattle, making 7-day round-trip cruises. And she will do that until October, when she will make a 17-day Panama Canal cruise from San Francisco down to Miami and continue the rest of the year in Miami. Next up, we have Norwegian Bliss. Norwegian Bliss will begin 2021 in Los Angeles and sailing the Mexican Riviera. She'll make her way up to Seattle in April for the Alaska cruise season. Norwegian Bliss was built for Alaska, so you will pretty much be in Alaska every single summer besides the mess we called 2020. She'll return to Los Angeles in October and following her season in Alaska, and will continue sailing to the Mexican Riviera for the winter. Next up, we have Norwegian Joy. She will begin 2021 and end the year in the Port of Miami, making 7-night cruises, and then with the occasional 5, 11, and 12-night cruise. Some of the 11 and 12-night cruises she will offer are partial Panama Canal transits, which are really exciting. Norwegian Joy and her sister Bliss and Encore are the largest passenger ships to ever transit the Panama Canal. Like I mentioned earlier, Encore will finally make her first canal transit in 2021. But Norwegian Joy will spend the summer in New York City, where she will be making 7-day Bermuda cruises with the occasional Canada-New England cruise, which is really exciting. I think 2021 in New York will finally be what gets me to go up to New York and sail to Bermuda from there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe I will be going on Norwegian Joy out of New York City next year. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Next up, we have Norwegian Escape. Norwegian Escape will begin the year in Port Canaveral, making 4, 5, 7, and 11-night cruises. In April, she will make her way over to New York City and make a 15-day transatlantic sailing over to Southampton. She will spend the summer in Northern Europe making Baltic cruises, which sound really neat, especially for a large ship like Escape. In November, she will then make her way back across to New York and then back down to Port Canaveral to finish up the year. Norwegian Getaway will start in January and making a series of sailings out of Miami and then make her way up to New York in February. In April, she will make her way over to Europe as well and spend the summer over in the Mediterranean and make Greek Isle cruises. And then in December, she will make her way back to the US and spend December in Miami. Norwegian Breakaway will begin 2021 in New Orleans, which is one of my favorite places to sail from. As I mentioned a few videos ago in the Viking, Mississippi video that I did, New Orleans is one of the coolest places to sail from because you start about 6 or 7 hours up the Mississippi River. And basically, you're in this giant cruise ship navigating your way down a very narrow Mississippi River. So if you pass any other ships, it is extremely close and is really cool to see. So if you've never been to New Orleans and sailed out of New Orleans, I highly suggest it, especially on the Breakaway, since she is, I believe, the largest ship to ever go down the Mississippi River. From April to August, she will be cruising from Miami, and then in August, she will return to her former longtime home of New York and make Canada-New England cruises for a very brief amount of time. And in November, she will make a 14-day sailing from New York, ending in New Orleans, and finish out the year back in New Orleans. Norwegian Epic will start out the year in San Juan, like she is right now, and head over to the Mediterranean for the summer. And then she will make a transatlantic back over to New York and make a 7-day sailing that will go from New York down to San Juan, where she will finish out the year in San Juan. Norwegian Gem is next on our list. Norwegian Gem will sail from New York City and make Caribbean as well as Bahama cruises until the summer, where she will then move to Boston. And in Boston, she will operate a mix of Canada and New England cruises as well as Bermuda cruises. In November, she will then return to New York and continue what she was doing earlier as going to the Caribbean and Bahamas. Norwegian Pearl is next on our list. She will make 3, 4, 5, and 10-day cruises from the port of Miami and then make her way over to Europe for the Greek Isle cruises for the summer and then return to Miami in December. So now we're going to start with Norwegian Jade. Norwegian Jade is going to be the start of a lot of really, really cool and exciting itineraries from Norwegian Cruise Line. So Norwegian Jade has got a really interesting and exciting year of 2021. She's going to begin the year in Tampa, Florida, making 5 to 13 night cruises, which the 7-night itineraries are going to be the regular sailing for her. She will then make her way over to Europe for the Baltic season in April, and then make her way down to the Mediterranean. Towards the end of the summer, she will begin making her way through the Suez Canal and then into the Middle East, and when she will start making her way down and then make a cruise all the way down to South Africa, where she will finish out the year. Norwegian Jewel is next on our list. We have Norwegian Jewel will begin 2021 making Australia and New Zealand cruises. In April, she will be making her way through the Polynesian Islands over to Hawaii, and then from Hawaii up to Vancouver, where she will begin her Alaska season. She will offer 7-day north and southbound cruises from Vancouver. This means she's going to start in Vancouver and go north for 7 days, ending in Seward, Alaska, and then from there it will make another 7-day sailing back down and end in Vancouver. So basically, it's not technically a round trip cruise, but if you have 14 days and you can make it a round trip, and I hear that is one of the best ways to see Alaska is if you do the 7 days north, 7 days southbound cruises, because you visit a lot more places compared to just the regular 7-day round trip itineraries out of Seattle. Following the summer in Alaska, she will then make her way to San Diego for the winter season. During her winter season from San Diego, she will make a Panama Canal cruise ending in Miami. In Miami, she will make one single 11-day sailing round trip that will make a partial canal transit. And then when she returns to Miami, she'll make a 15-day full Panama Canal transit back over to San Diego to finish out the year. So really, really exciting and cool itineraries coming from Norwegian Jewel. Next up, we have Norwegian Dawn. Norwegian Dawn also has a really exciting and busy beginning of the year in the Mediterranean, and will make her way through the Middle East in February. She will make a 21-day sailing from Dubai all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. And then when she gets there, she's going to turn around and make a 20-day sailing from Cape Town all the way back to Dubai, making her way all the way down the coast of Africa and then also through Madagascar, which sounds really, really cool, and through the Middle East. From there, she's going to spend the summer in the Greek Isles and make her way over to Tampa in November to close out the year. Norwegian Star has a really, really cool year ahead of her too. She will begin the year in Argentina making Antarctic cruises in January, which sounds really, really cool, but also really cold. But technically January is summer down there, so maybe it won't be so bad, but Antarctic cruises sound absolutely incredible. In March, she's going to start in Santiago, Chile, and make her way up the Pacific side of South America, ending in Miami, so she's going to go through the Panama Canal. From Miami, she's going to make her way over to Southampton, and from Southampton, she's going to make Norwegian and Iceland cruises from Southampton, which sound really, really cool. Not a lot of cruise lines go over to Iceland. After the summer season, she's going to start making her way back to South America in November, making one round-trip sailing from Rio de Janeiro before returning to Argentina to close out the year. Pride of America will continue her weekly cruises around the Hawaiian Islands like she does every single year, and probably will never change, and if it ever did change, it definitely wouldn't be anytime soon. Pride of America is the only U.S. registered ship, so that's why she's allowed to go around the Hawaiian Islands. So there's really no reason for them to even pull that ship out of there. So Pride of America is going to be sailing the Hawaiian Islands for a very, very long time. Norwegian Sky is next on our list. She's been doing 3 and 4 night sailings to the Bahamas from Miami for as long as I can remember. And she's going to start out the year doing that as well, but throughout the year, she's going to make random 7 and 9 night cruises to the Western and Southern Caribbean throughout the year. And in November, she's going to make a short series of 9-day cruises from Panama before she returns to Miami in December. I think it's really interesting that they're sending that ship down to Panama, even if it is for a short amount of time. I didn't really think cruises actually sailed out of Panama like as a home port. So that's really interesting, even though it is just for a brief amount of time. It's still pretty cool. And she's going to make 9-night sailings from Panama, like Cologne and Panama City. Next up on our list, we have our sister ship, Norwegian Sun. Norwegian Sun will begin 2021 with a 10-day sailing from Port Canaveral to Panama, and will also do a series of cruises from Panama as well. She's going to sail from there until April and then make her way up to Alaska for the summer season, where she's going to do 5, 7, and 9-night cruises from Seattle to Alaska. And in the fall, rather than returning to Port Canaveral, the Sun will be off to Asia, where she will be homeported in Tokyo, Japan. And our final ship on our list is Norwegian Spirit, Norwegian Cruise Line's oldest ship. She has a really adventurous year as well. She's going to begin 2021 in the Mediterranean, and she's going to spend most of her time there in 2021. But in November, she's going to make a 14-day sailing beginning in Dubai that will travel to India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, and ending in Singapore. From there, she's going to start in Singapore, make a 17-day sailing through Indonesia and into Australia, where she will end in Sydney, and she will be ending the year in Sydney, Australia. So if you can't tell, Norwegian Cruise Line has some absolutely wild and exciting itineraries planned for 2021. If you're looking for the adventure of a lifetime after the disaster we called 2020, please check out Norwegian Cruise Line and their incredible ships. These itineraries are so crazy and so amazing. These are some dream cruises and some absolute bucket list cruises. I would definitely love to do just even a handful of these in my lifetime. So anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed making this and seeing where some of these incredible ships are going and some of these amazing destinations they're going to be offering. So let me know down in the comments below, are you booked with Norwegian next year, or have you ever cruised Norwegian Cruise Line? I've sailed with them 4 times and cannot wait to sail with them again in the future. So that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.